Alright, so this is Pastor Divine. Today we're going to be reacting to Tyson James, to two genders, Pride Month. I think this is going to be a fun video. By the way, let's just clarify this, okay? Because I know a lot of people have been going like, oh my gosh, why do you have that in the background? This flag here, well, it's not even a flag, it's a blanket. It's a covering. This flag here is the Ukrainian flag. That right there, well, that's the trident symbol. That right there is the Ukrainian flag. Now, I get a lot of comments of you guys telling me, you know, you take it down, blah, blah, blah. Don't forget that you're American. No, I'm not going to forget that I'm a Ukrainian American. I was born in Ukraine. My family's still in Ukraine. I have this stuff because my heart is set on Ukraine. Okay? And I'm not saying I'm not blessed for being in America. I am. But I love my country still. So, yeah. Let's get on to it. Two genders. Let's go.
Rapid, in fact, a massive inflation in genders. At one point, biologists were allowed to determine what biology was, and there were two, male and female. Now there's agender, bigender, two-spirit, herja, hedra, we could go on forever.
Wait, they, them, his, hers. See, Sim, wait, what are these words? You are confused, why are you talking in thirds? You can only be one, it's not what you prefer.
I remember seeing like a video talking about that argument about like why you guys talking in thirds. And it was so funny because it's like, okay, so I'm gonna, okay, so you go into a store and you order like a burger or whatever. Okay, ma'am, excuse me, that's not my pronoun. My pronouns are they. Be like, okay, they, that'll be, $12.99. What do you mean $12.99? I'm only one person. Well, they, means multiple people, so, or more than one person. So, price is $12.99. But like, that's not fair. So it's just funny.
You're either one of the two. Whatever's between your two legs is the proof.
I can't. Like, you guys don't want me stopping the video constantly. I can't help it. I can't help it. Like, Tyson James, what's in between your legs is the proof. That type of little stuff like that, and the way he's doing it, and the way his music. How do you not expect me to stop? Okay, let's just okay.
Prefer? You're either one of the two. Whatever's between your two legs is the proof. Whoever gave you the option to choose, man, just sit down and listen. I'm breaking the news. It's only two genders. Your parents are jacking you up. They might as well put some crack in your cup.
Oh,
you
dang.
Came out innocent, now you're corrupt. Now you stand on the bridge and you just want to jump. Got these pink-haired devils teaching the kids in the school they are vessels used by the enemy. He's just a rebel. Let's turn up the kettle. When God gets a hold of him, he won't be gentle. How dare you misgender me? My pronouns are them and theirs. Get it right. Y'all brains in a blender. If you state the obvious, you will be censored. God made your body and you're just the renter. He's the inventor and he only made two genders.
I love that. That's really awesome. That's very creative. That's awesome. God is the creator. It's awesome. And there's only two genders. There's common sense and there's just ignorance nowadays, you know? Common sense, you can look out into the world and just see what it is, you know? You can see what a squirrel is, you can see what a dog is, a cat, a human is, what a monkey is, what a giraffe. You can know what a female lion is, you can know what a male lion is, you can know what a male and female squirrel is, but when it comes to us, for some reason, it's just so confusing.
Two genders, he only made two genders. Only two. Look, there's only two genders.
Dude,
I love the science and it says there's only two genders. Google just told me there's 70 genders. I need the
70?
Where's the defender?
I don't even know. I haven't went on Google.
They banned me cause I'm a repeating offender. These are the stakes in their race. I am not giving 1 inch to the gaze. It's funny, the sin that God called is detestable. Now when they claim it, they get all the praise. Evil. We only rocking the blue and the pink. I think that you need to get a new shrink. Now you're denying the science you think. I want answers right now, but you're trying to think. You were assigned one at birth. There's only two genders, man, look at the birds. Men should be straight, and women have curves. You just shaking your fist up at God, you got nerve. How dare these people use common sense? Everybody knows there's more than two genders. Transphobic! Y'all brains in a blender. If you state the obvious, you will be censored. God made your body and you're just the renter. He's the inventor and he only made two genders. Two genders. He only made two genders. Only two. Look, there's only two genders. I love the science and it says there's only two genders.
dude, I love this. This is like. I love it. Oh, dude, I love that. That's amazing. That's amazing. The fact that he's just having fun with that, that's actually really cool. That's amazing, though. I want to point out, like, there was always that argument about, like, intersex people. That's what I'm trying to. So there's always that thing, intersex, okay? You know, like, people use intersex as an excuse to say that they are this gender or whatever pronoun you want to use. Intersex people require female and male. Just those two. So it's not like trisex. It's not trisex. Intersex. It's inter. It's two. Between the two. You can actually know like what gender that person really is through surgery, through tests, all that stuff. So even like intersex people and like this whole like movement of LGBT people saying, you know, what about intersex? Well, it's still rare. It's funny because I don't know why, but intersex people, when you talk to them and the LGBT people, but there's no more than two genders, they'll instantly go to the intersex people argument, the intersex argument. That's what I'm gonna call it, and they'll try to use it as an excuse to push what they want to do. Now it's funny because they're using an actual unnatural difference in the human body, male and female, to justify why they want to be whatever gender and pronoun they want to be. So they look at these people and be like, well, they can do it, why can't I? And it's just like, because you're not intersex. You weren't born with that. It's that simple. So great video. Two genders. It looked like it was just a really, really fun video to make. And I love the fact that he still got his kids going at it and just making the videos with him. And churches refuse to teach what is political and family and LGBT type stuff and blah, blah, blah. Not teach it, but teach that there's male and female. God made male and female. Even with intersex people, it's only male and females. Through surgeries and tests, you can find out what gender they are. All that type of stuff. But we don't want to because it's controversial. And they will lose people, technically speaking, because the church is nothing but a business now. It's really what it is. It's a business. So they don't want to talk about politics. They don't want to talk about LGBT because that's political now. Family, you can't really talk about as much into detail anymore because it's political. Everything's political. That's why I always look at these Christians nowadays saying that we shouldn't be involved in politics, and they think that's not their place and everything. They'll push people away. And I asked them, you know, what is politics? It's like, well, I don't know. And I said, well, politics is basically legislated morality. It's stuff that will be pushed out and will affect everybody, you know. And a lot of Christians, they'll try to ignore that. They'll take that and say, I don't care still. I'm not going to get involved. The church shouldn't get involved. They shouldn't get involved in the schools. They shouldn't get involved in anything. But what if the government comes in and tries to force themselves onto the church? Well, then the church will stand up and say, oh, we got to be political. Oh, so it's only political when it affects you. But you don't care about everybody else. That's called being selfish. Okay? And I think that's stupid, and I think that's wrong. I think Christians altogether, we should be political. And I don't think we should take our political views and only apply what we want. I think we should take our Christian values and apply them to politics. I heard somebody say, you know, when you vote for somebody, blah, 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 put aside your religious beliefs. No. Why would I do that? Why? I'm going to vote based off like what I feel is right. My flesh tells me things that I don't want to do and what is wrong. My heart tells me what is wrong. The most deceitful thing. Why would I believe it? Why would I vote on someone based off what my heart's trying to tell me? No, I'm going to go to the word and I'm going to vote according to that. So screw the Republicans, screw the Democrat, okay? I'm neither one of those, okay? I don't see a difference between the Democrat and Republican because there really is. Democrats are like pushing this stuff like fast. Republicans are just like way over here, you know, pushing the same thing, but not as fast as the Democrats. That's really what the Republican Party is. I just don't care anymore. Like, I'm going to apply my biblical standards to politics. And I don't know, dude, it's so much going on.